quickly. I don't think we're going to know any of them.
Hello and welcome back to Remembering Tuscola. I'm David Porter, your host, along with Mike Carroll and Bill Englehart, Tuscola's premier experts on history and Tuscola back in the day. So
Back in the day.
back in the day,
That's when we
they
were
there. They were there when Tuscola was founded.
Yeah.
We're not here now.
They are holograms. Is that what they call them?
Well, yeah,
Been called a lot.
yeah. We're definitely relics.
Yeah. What was that, 1859?
Well, that was when you were born.
No,
1859.
I think Tuscola was 80. Something like that.
You guys are freezing up a little
Incorporated,
bit.
59 or 69. A little bit. How are we now? We're
Well,
moving
you're
around.
okay now. So I didn't wear my hat today. I wanted to show everybody that I still have hair. I
So
noticed
that's why we
last week
wear our hats.
well, I noticed last week when I wore my hat, all that shows is the gray. And
Yeah.
Oh,
everything
that's
under the hat is still brown.
distinguished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's distinguished.
Yeah.
My ear hair is dark, right? And my nose hair is dark, but that's about it.
But thanks for sharing, Mike.
Yeah. You wake up one morning, there was a bush growing in there. You know, it's like something from the yard blew into your ear.
Well, it's gravity, Mike. It
You know?
comes down off your head and migrates down to your ears and your nose.
That must be, yeah. Yeah. Well, you young kids certainly have a eye-opening experience coming, right, Dingo?
I'll tell you a Pete Rush story after this is over.
Yeah, I remember Pete. Yeah.
Well, we have a few photos. Anything you want
well.
to talk about before we get to the photos?
No, your room looks awful nice and clean, David.
Yeah, Jenny cleaned up my room for me.
Yeah, that's a big trophy back there. Look at that trophy.
What do you win that trophy for? That's bigger than the
Is that
Parasol Day.
bowling?
That's bigger than the Parasol Day tournament.
That's from that's a poker tournament trophy. Texas
Oh,
I'm gonna
Hold'em.
see if I can find that while we're talking. I think I mentioned on the air last time
It's
about.
supposed to be a traveling
Bruce Allison.
trophy.
yeah.
Bill, that's
Show-
supposed to be a
show me,
traveling
I did.
trophy, but they
Yeah,
never held
yeah.
the tournament again.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, great.
I'm
You got
supposed to give
keep
it back. I've had it for 10 years.
Is that your Springfield group or is that your
Yeah,
Tuscola group?
that's the press associations. They had a poker tournament and I won the whole thing.
You know, Bruce Knopf used to recycle trophies. You just unscrew whatever it was on the
Yeah.
top, put it on something else and award it like it's freshman tournament.
Yeah.
Save a lot of money on
Yeah.
trophies.
Yeah, Bruce was
Yeah.
a Sodom guy, real cool. Up Sydney area. So
By the way, one of the pictures we had of, it was the coaches, Knopf's, Strake, I don't know if Jim Bandy was in there,
Frederick.
Fred. Bruce said that he didn't know that guy. He said he thought he was a student teacher, the one on the far left.
I think he just showed up.
Might have. Strake might have made him assistant right on the spot.
Yeah.
We had the name last week for that one.
Chuck Diddywitt. Wasn't it?
Oh no, I'd never seen the guy.
Anyway, we're ready to be stumped and look like idiots. So that comes to us naturally. Oh, yeah.
I don't know the names of the horses.
Well,
Golly.
I don't have
who was big in horses?
I don't have any names on this
Of course,
one. I do have other horse pictures where I have some names.
Bill Huber was big in horses, but you know who else was big in horses was Floyd Grubb. He ran some, I forget what they call those little carts with two horses. He ran down DuQuoin. What do they call it?
Harness.
Harness racing.
Yeah.
I think he was a harness racer.
We've got a harness racing picture coming up. These look like ponies.
Okay. We don't know this one.
We don't know this one.
I don't think these are horses. I think they're ponies.
That's Hugo. That's Hugo. Oh boy. Now come on.
I hope the ice cream's good.
Well, Jerry Hall said it looks like the church at on Pembroke and Center, but that's
Well,
all.
we've been there before, Mike. United Church of
Tuscola
Christ.
United Church of Christ, their breakfast. I mean, they had soup. I don't remember having ice cream, but they had chicken noodle soup and chili.
Pie, yeah.
And pie, homemade.
They got shut down, didn't they?
Oh, the health department's ruined every
That-
damn good thing in
That
Tuscola.
chocolate cake looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah. David, I spent my whole life at these church things where people bring food, and they said, well, you could get salmonella. There's a harness racer. Now,
Yeah.
that gal looks familiar.
That is Nancy Williams Henderson.
That's Boyd Henderson's wife, ex-wife, died.
Well, she
Died
first
of-
wife, yeah. She
First
died.
wife,
Mm-hmm.
Nancy Williams, Kelly Williams' sister,
Yeah.
Sadie Williams' daughter.
Yeah. And Jamie posted, she said she's almost positive Russ Morris is holding the standard bred pony. I believe he also
Russell
owns a
Morris.
pony. She says her mom
Morris
John-
Construction.
her mom went on to become one of just a handful of women in the 50s that had a USTA license to drive racehorses. She passed away in
Who gave you the
69.
answer?
What's that?
Jamie Henderson.
Jamie Henderson.
Jamie, yeah.
When did she pass away?
69.
69, it says.
It was a long time ago.
She had cancer. I remember it was tough on Boyd. Yeah.
Huh.
A lot of comments on that picture. If you go to Facebook, the pictures are on Facebook on the Remembering Tuscola page.
Oh God, I know him.
I know. Look at that
It
Weatherford.
looks like Bruce Weatherford.
Bruce Weatherford on the right? I don't know. A young Bruce Weatherford? I don't know. On the left, looks like somebody worked out decal or
Chubb
US
Connor.
tie. I guess
Chubb Connor says it's Andrew Flanagan on the left.
Andy Flanagan. I knew nothing, but I just couldn't put it together.
that's Sheriff Sid in the back.
Did you see Captain Eddie died?
Yeah, Cap Matty died. That's Sheriff Sid, and then that's Pat Buttram over on the.
Hey, scroll over a little bit, David.
Hey, there's a 50 on the left. But yeah, I don't know who's that.
Can't tell.
Go back the other way. That's a 57 Ford Victoria. That's our car, only it's two-tone green. 57 Ford Victoria. There's the people cooking. There's Ray Carlson in the middle, cooking down at the church. And it looks like the builder, one of the brothers, Dick Lake.
I don't think it is.
Richard.
Dick and KO.
I think
Yeah.
it's Dick Lake. And over to who's the middle guy? I said Carlson, I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not either. It looks like Carlson, but I don't think it is.
Doesn't look like
No,
it to
that's
me,
not
but
right.
No.
Okay,
I don't have any names on that.
we
one.
might not have been at this dinner.
On the right go back. On the right looks like Tom Van. Is that Tom Van Voors?
No, looks like him in a way. We must have missed this dinner.
Well, I'm just taking a wild guess.
I couldn't tell.
This is late 50s.
Could be
Oh, no,
early
you gotta-
60s.
Pardon?
Could be early 60s.
Could be.
61.
Do you have any comments on these pictures?
Not on those, no.
That's a horse.
That's a horse. What's the horse's name?
That's Pompey.
Floppy.
Dorinda Knapp Howard says she thinks the horse's name is Mr. Roadmaster.
Mr. Roadmaster was a great racehorse.
Wasn't that Floyd Grubb's horse?
Floyd Grubb's horse.
But that's not Floyd there, is it?
That's
not
Tom
Floyd.
Grubb.
No,
That Tom?
He says that's Tom Grubb.
Well, who answered this? Dorinda Knapp?
Yes, but then Tom Grubb said, yes, it's me and Mr. Roadmaster.
Oh,
Well,
darn.
Tom dated Dorinda in high school. Good couple.
Wow.
Says Mr.
Doesn't look like
Roadmaster.
Tom.
No, it doesn't look like Tom.
Says Mr. Roadmaster was the world champion racing pony in his size class.
Right.
He reset the record.
Yes, he was.
Isn't that
he
harness
ever
racing?
raised. What's that? He reset the record
I
the
said
first
that's
time he
harness.
ever raised and continued to lower his own record during his career. In fact, pound
That's
for
harness racing, right?
yeah, and pound for pound, his speed was much faster than the world champion trotting horse. Wayne Stephen, Furman Jolly, Jack, school custodian, and a few of us others trained him. He was a sweet pony until harnessed and ready to go. He then was all horse and every bit of the champion he was. An absolute
Jack Donalds, I remember Jack training.
Named him after a Buick. Floyd named him after a Buick Roadmaster.
So nice information on the horse.
Yeah.
What's that, Bill?
I'm having trouble. See,
I said it just doesn't look like Tom Grubb.
Well,
if Tom says that's him,
I guess it is.
Yeah,
Tom Grubb says it's him.
Yeah.
Cool photo.
Well, as you enlarge it, I still can't tell. It looks like it.
You still can't tell?
Yeah, blow it up. Oh yeah, and now I can say I don't know who it is.
It still doesn't look like it.
Well, he must have been like a freshman in high school.
Yeah,
that would have been. He graduated in '63. That would have been 59, 60.
I don't have any names on this one.
The lady on the right is from they're from Hugo. Girl on the right looks very familiar.
High quality photo. We're not doing well right now.
No. That guy you owned the what was that called? That down there where the
Old Eisner used to be.
yeah. They came in.
Chubb Connor says Richard Jones on the left.
Yeah, they sold Philco TVs back about 59, 60, 61 then.
He said on the right, second from right, he thinks might be Perry Stackhouse.
Looks like Perry. They sold Philco TVs, and that was the Cat's Meow back then. I don't know if Philco's still around.
I don't think so.
That looks like Perry. Perry ran decal, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, he was the manager before Delbert.
Is that Weatherford there sitting down?
I don't know. Doesn't look like him, but could be Harold.
Harold played the guitar.
I don't have named a lot of these, but the envelope is marked WDZ. But this would have been after WDZ was gone. So I didn't know if they played a reunion concert in the park or something.
Yeah, they had a reunion tour. Looks like it's out at the grandstands.
So I do have one name on this one. Becky Barnes Hollinsby says that's Georgiana Geyer playing the accordion. So, but I don't have names on these.
Now I think the middle. I'm just wild guess. Middle one might be Stan McMorris's mother,
Rosie.
She actually sang with WDZ, and she was blonde haired, but I'm having a little trouble.
Might have been. Who
Remember what she looked like.
There they are singing.
He's up from Greenup area.
Chubb Connor,
No.
go ahead.
Go ahead. I don't know.
Chubb Connor says person on the right he thinks is Jerry Ring? Question mark.
No.
No.
Well, no, Jerry.
No, that's not Jerry.
Jerry was a young man back in 61, 60.
Yeah. So
I
maybe
think. I don't
related.
think that's Jerry.
No, that's not Jerry. No. I have no idea who these people are.
It was the WDZ reunion, it looks like.
Yeah. I don't have any names on a lot of these.
Oh,
This guy looks familiar, but I don't know.
He does. Who is
that looks like my in the morning. I mean, I don't have as much as he does, but it sticks up.
I bet you got a name on that.
No, I
Yeah.
don't. He looks familiar though.
Oh man,
Looks like a
he
Tuscola.
looks like somebody I've seen. I've been in this place, but I didn't go behind the bars.
Well, this is when they
That's kind of an
arrested a biker
interesting
gang.
scenario.
Isn't this
Yeah.
when they arrested
Marlon
that
Brando.
biker gang?
Yeah, Marlon Brando was the head of it.
Those cell doors are a lot cleaner than Tuscola's. Holy smokes, that's Budden
On the left,
on the left, Mr. Budden.
Mr. Budd, who ran the maintenance, Panhandle Pipeline maintenance. Guy in the middle is familiar.
Yeah, he is. Holy smokes, why would they, what is this?
Looks like a hog roast.
Well, I don't know. But what's he got in his mouth?
It looks like
It looks like a ashtray.
Oh, they're going to smoke him.
Rudy Huber says it's Jim Budden on the left. Jerry Hall says Al Borage on the right, but that doesn't look like Al to me.
That's not Al Borey.
The guy in the middle is familiar, but I can't think of his name.
That is Jim Budden.
Had two boys, Herb, and what was the younger boy's name? There was Herb.
Can't remember the
Yes.
younger boy. He was a manager at
There's the
Head.
she won the Pig's Head,
Mm-hmm.
and she's beside herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they put anything in her coffee for it to just sit there.
I don't have a name, but
I need
people are having fun
something
trying to come up
stronger
with
to
a.
drink.
I don't have the name, but people are having fun trying to come up with a caption.
Well,
I bet they are.
yeah. That's Porky Pig. There's Orville on the left.
Oh, man.
Gene Cornell, Bill McCarty,
Ready?
not sure, Orville Fry, Gene Smith, Snyder, and
Neil Tay.
Neil Tay. Who's the third one looking down?
Luann
These are all Rotary
Hoey
guys.
Luann Hoey says she thinks it's Don Belts.
Don Belts,
The third one?
manager
Yeah.
at Eisner.
I can't tell. Look, he was
I
in
can't
Rotary.
tell,
He was in Rotary.
but that could very well have been him. Glenn Smith was really a good guy.
Yeah,
That's a
fish fry. Neil's cooking up all the walleye
yeah.
and
He used to.
crappie. He got out of Patterson Springs.
He was always doing a fish thing every year.
Yeah.
Got a lot of comments on this picture.
Yeah, that's vintage. Tuscola Rotary was the strongest club in town back then. ABC and Rotary. I think Kiwanis might be the strongest right now.
That's Glenn Benson on the right, I believe. That was his name. They worked at the post office, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I
There's
think-
There's Don's dad, wasn't it?
Yes, I believe so.
The guy on the left looks familiar too.
And Cammie Seguin says it's John Atwell on the left.
Johnny Atwell. Old John from down Bourbon Way.
But his son's John,
The son is John also.
left-handed pitcher.
Pretty good. Tommy
Tommy Atwell. And good basketball official.
Yeah, he was on that 53, 54 era. He pitched left-handed for EI League. Right about the time I came into play, he was getting out. Good athlete. football, basketball, baseball. There's
Oh man, there you go.
there's
Left to right, Wayne Neal's the postmaster. Ted Cox, Junior Weber, who saluted Patton at the Battle of the Bulge.
He was in the Battle of Bulge.
Mm-hmm. Carl Quinn,
Herc
Manwaring.
Schultz is one on the far right, I think.
Ed Schultz is far right. But who is that in between?
The other Manwaring.
Your audio
Yeah.
is kind of messing
God,
up
I
a
don't
little.
know.
Herc have a brother work there too. Did you hear him? Wayne, can you hear us?
Well, yeah,
Wayne
kind of garbled there for a little bit.
Wayne Neal, Ted Cox, Junior Weber fought at the Battle of the Bulge. Stood up. Carl Quinn,
Herc Manwaring,
not sure, and Ed Schultz.
Herc's getting ready to go to pool hall, meet Pete Quinn to shoot little snooker.
Carl's dad smoked a cigar when he shot pool.
Well, Toppy Moody says next to Carl Quinn is a Manwaring, and then she said Fred Manwaring next to him.
I thought it was a Manwaring brothers. Yeah, Carl's dad. I think he took a shower and slept with a cigar. I never saw him without a cigar. Did you?
Ted Cox was a wonderful organist at the Presbyterian Church, and he also did funerals. And then, of course, Ruthie took over. Bruce Slaughter, Junior Weber. You couldn't find a better guy.
All the Weber brothers.
Yeah, good fellows, but Junior was really nice.
All the Weber brothers. You know, the Arcola has the Gear brothers. Tuscola has the Weber brothers. I think almost all the Weber brothers served in the war. Quentin, one of my favorites, was Seabee. Did you know that? Navy.
Yeah, well, he went to Pearl Harbor day after or something.
Yeah, great family.
Gene Waters.
Gene Waters. And on the left is Mr. Marler.
Mr. Marler, at that time the mayor.
And John Smith in the middle. And Mr. Neal. So this has to be up in the 60s then.
Well,
this has to be maybe even 70s.
Gene graduated in what, 71, somewhere around there?
70, 71. So this is early 70s. Did you have a bunch out of the 70s, early 70s?
Yeah, 71.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's be about right. Oh, there's Bud Rice up top row, left is Bud Rice. This looks like his down his office in the McCumber building.
So it's something to do with conservation
or grain trading.
Tim Hole says Vic Ron, bottom right. And Diana Greger says second row from left in the back is her great grandfather, Fred Stephen.
Okay. These are farmers. There's a big map up there. It could be Soil Conservation Board. There's Bissy's. Is that Bissy's? Mm-hmm. No. Or is that Bob's? That's Bissy's, isn't it?
I think that's Bissy's.
Or is it Bob's?
No, I think it's Bissy's.
Was he shell?
Bob Hack had it first.
Oh, you know what? We're off here. This is we're off here.
Dale Bissy?
No, I think.
What's that building?
Well, I think that this is throwing me off here. The Shell in Tuscola was owned by Bob Hack, and it was on Route 36 where you do a car wash now. Was that where the Shell was?
Might have been.
On the north side of Route 36 where the
I don't remember this building.
Well, I'm trying to see what that is back there.
Sure, that's not Arcola or someplace?
Well, it looks like, yeah. It looks like all the gas stations did in 1960 or so.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, Tuscola was out on the highway. Bob Hack in late 60s, that was Bob Hack. Well, I don't know. Tobias Preston?
I don't know.
Okay, now we might be able to tell who this is. Hang on.
I don't see Bob Heck there.
I don't either. You got names on this?
No, I don't have any names on it.
Hmm.
I don't have any names on this one either.
Oh, hey, back up on that picture, on that shell.
Back up on.
I'm wondering if that shell is not the shell in Newman. That looks like one of the Hales there.
Well, wasn't a shell about where the restaurant was, or right next to the restaurant?
Right next to the restaurant. Bob Faust's dad owned that shell, or at one time. But that looks like one of the Hale boys.
What's it say up here?
Daryl Hale.
George
Messers.
Hell, that might be Villa Grove. Messer.
Yeah.
Messer. Wow.
Stump. That might be Villa Grove.
But I'm even going to throw in Hugo.
Close enough.
Well,
it's kind of a neat tree behind them.
Yeah, that's the old, what they call a forked oak.
Mm-hmm.
Forked oak. Any names there?
Not on that one.
Yes.
I do on this one.
That's Dean Ziegler.
Dean Ziegler's behind the booth serving Pepsis.
No guy familiar. He looks like somebody I know.
That's out the park in the pavilion.
Yeah.
70s.
Let's see. Alan Hediger says
He
might
was
be
married to Helen.
Alan Hediger says might be Cleo Underwood. I think on
Well,
the
you know what? Yeah, I always saw Cleo with white hair later in life. That could be a younger Cleo. Newman boy.
Max Albritton says he thinks that might be right.
Yeah. He and his family tried to outrun the tornado. And Newman didn't quite make it.
And Debbie Deemsteiner says Rod Voiles, your sweet mother on the right.
Oh, that is
Juanita.
Juanita Voiles lived across the street from me on Penzance Street.
So I had a few names on that one.
We saw that one before.
Is that the same? We seen that one? I don't have any names on it.
We've seen that same photo. Yeah.
Well, you know, one of these guys.
It looks like John Coffey in the bottom right. I don't know if it is.
Denny Dietrich back left.
Yeah.
Denny Dietrich in the back.
Coach.
Is that Maxie? Is that Jim Maxie on the right?
I don't think it is. I'm looking at the kids now, and so if Denny's would have a boy playing, and is that Doug bent over right there with the glasses on?
Well,
in the second row, the middle, looks like Doug Dietrich.
well, this is probably the what, 71?
Well, he graduated about 73 or so. So
Well, this is either early 60s, early 70s. If you give us one name, get us the age group.
I don't have any other names. I recognize Denny, and that's the only one.
no, I bet that's Doug. That's Gene Waters is Miss Tuscola. And Miss Atwood, that's Carol Randall.
Carol Randall.
Carol, she was a Lust, I think.
Right.
Worked at Tuscola Bank and married Rod Randall,
Mayor of Arthur.
Mayor of Arthur, still there. Miss Arthur looks like is that the lawyer?
No,
Jerry Blotto.
No, that's not her.
Hey,
Margot.
Eric Alexander says Miss Arcola is Barbara Robertson. Miss Sullivan is Cheryl Emil. Miss Atwood, Carol Lust. Miss Tuscola, Jean Waters. Miss Lovington, Betty Wallace. And Miss Arthur, Kathy Phillips.
Now, who said this?
Eric Alexander. He says 1971 Miss Moultrie Douglas County Fair.
Yeah. Well, hats off to Eric.
Eric is a historian.
Now,
He's a
Bill, I
top
thought we
contributor.
were historians. Bill, I thought we were historians of beauty queens, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well,
There was a time we were historians of beauty queens.
well, we thought a lot of things. Yeah.
A lot of things. We thought a lot of things is right. Okay. That looks like
It looks serious, whatever happened.
Dr. What is it?
Well, right up there on the plaque, if I could get up there on his diploma.
Zero on the diploma here.
Can we go in?
Sir Stanley Moginar, maybe? No,
Najar?
I can't
Victor
Can't read.
Majnar,
read.
intern.
Can't read
He's
that.
an intern.
Says MD.
Yeah, I can't read that one. Probably Jarman Hospital, and
Yeah.
doctors come and go.
Looks like Dr. Major there.
You were breaking up.
Victor, I think we called him. It looks like a guy named Victor Major I used to know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Daryl Ford
And
and
Jane Kappas,
Jane
and
Kappas.
Jane Phillips.
When she was just back from Africa, and that was her fertility carving she brought back to Daryl.
She says
Young Daryl Ford.
Daryl.
she says the picture was taken at the Tuscola Review, but she says she has no clue on the frowny faced lady in the middle.
Jane worked at the review.
Yeah. Well, that's an African totem.
Yeah, it looks like a cartoon dog.
Could be that too. That's where we delivered all Bob's papers, just threw them out in the corner, said, come get them.
A lot of papers. Looks like a
They
paper.
used to do that. The News Gazette used to come. I remember in the 70s, our law office, News Gazette would just drop them at the old Kerr McGee station. And you better get there quick if it's starting to rain.
Yeah.
The paper boys would just come pick them up and break them out and deliver them. Looks like Mrs. Hauser on the left.
Theo's wife.
Theo's wife.
That was taken at the pollution solution plot, I think.
Yeah. That looks like Theo Hauser's wife there on the left.
I'm trying to zero in on that.
Isn't that her?
Well, it kind of looks like her, but now too. I was trying.
Yeah, I don't have any names. You guys still with us? Guys, we lost you
We
guys for a
named
minute.
those boys, those scouts.
We had all of them. Yeah, we had all of them.
Yeah,
Did you get all that?
100%.
yeah. How about this one?
Well, I said it was taken at the pollution solution plot, but I don't know anything else who that is.
I don't either.
Well, David Kent Coy and Chubb Connor say it's Governor Richard Ogilvy. There he is again.
Did he go to jail?
Well, all of them did.
I think so. His wife's not a bad looking gal.
That's not his wife. That's why he went to jail.
Send letters to Mike Carroll. There's the governor again. But I don't have any names on the scouts.
There's some. I know, but go backwards and look at that roof. Go back, enlarge it.
Something.
I don't think this is from Tuscola.
Look at that roof.
Maybe not.
Yeah, the roof is unique.
That's called a Lego roof.
It looks like a Lego roof.
Yeah.
Nice pants.
Oh, there's
that's Kenny Kingery.
Kenny Kingery. Yeah.
That's
Ray and Case.
Ray and Case. Kenny is in class 66.
Working at his brother's store.
Yeah.
Was this when Ray and Case was on the highway, you think? Or is it
No,
down near the tracks?
I can't tell what the sign is behind him.
That could be the highway. Phone booth out there.
Looks more like the highway. Background looks more like
Kelly's thing. Did Raymond have that down there? The Kelly's store?
Yeah.
Kenny could hit a softball. Man, oh man, could he hit a softball? PE class, but he never played sports in school. No.
Wayne Dale giving a award to that's Earl Hamilton in Atwood. Earl Hamilton was the postmaster over in Atwood. Sweet guy. I'm pretty sure that's Earl Hamilton.
Good job, Mike. That's what Chubb Connor said.
Oh boy, John Hirschfield. Charlie Clayball on the left.
Politicians.
John Hirschfield in the middle.
David Kencoy says the lady seated at the far right is Hazel Watson from Charleston. Some Republican.
I think I told this story before. We're playing golf up in Champaign, and Bill and I are going with his dad, Monk, Clarence Englehart, and on the way up, we're talking politics. And Monk says the guy he likes is John Hirschfield, just an ordinary guy, simple, ordinary guy. And about then, a brand new Mercedes-Benz blew by us about 100 miles an hour, and he goes, "Who the hell was that?" I said, "That's your simple, ordinary guy, John Hirschfield." He's a millionaire.
Yeah, he was.
There's Bill putting in his new plumbing for his toilet. That's your drain. Is that Al Thody on the ground down there?
I don't know. I don't know if that's where they put in the gas lines over at Newman or in Tuscola, one of those two places.
Well, they've got wires hooked up. This is something special.
Yeah.
They're testing the flow of something.
Huh.
What is that? That's weird.
It is.
Okay.
Okay. First guy, bottom right, all the way to the right. Looks like Ned Romine to me. Oh, in the back. Let's see, it'd be 1, 2, third one in from the right. In the back row is George Dillner from Arcola.
Michelle Alban Smith says her grandfather, Myron Scott, front and center.
Okay. Something to do with farmers.
Okay, looks like Heine Schultz, if you can get it going. That it?
Yeah, Lisa Schultz,
Heine
Milan,
Schultz from the left,
Her-
Heine Schultz from Bourbon.
her grandfather, Henry Schultz.
Yep, call him Heine. He was on the county board on state's attorney. He's just a sweet, sweet guy.
Santa Claus's grandpa.
Yeah, I think he got killed out there on that crossing, go south of Tuscola a mile or two and then head back toward Bourbon. There's that one angled crossing. I think he got killed there. Okay, this is Hartman. Is that a Hartman in the middle? Come on.
Back row, second one from the right,
Jolly.
Earl Riggins,
Was that Earl Riggins from
survivor of the USS Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, right. They've written about that.
David Kincoy says the
this-
man in the back on the far right is the late Tom Hudson from Hinesboro. Sue
Tom
Gavin
Hudson
says,
would be Bill Sargent's brother-in-law. That's Pat Sargent's brother.
Sue Gavin says
Who else, David?
Sue Gavin says E.S. Shorty Wetzel in the center.
That's it. Shorty
That's
Wetzel.
Shorty Wetzel,
Shorty
yeah.
Wetzel.
And the guy right behind him looks familiar.
Tim Hole says Laverl Byers, third from the
Yeah.
left, top row.
Yeah, that's Laverl
Laverl,
Byers.
a younger
A
Laverl.
younger Laverl Byers. No
Yeah.
wonder he looks familiar.
Yeah,
How old is Laverl now?
nice. 90?
90,
I
probably.
knew he was in his 90s, but I wasn't sure how. I knew he was getting up there.
Still lives out in the house. There's a
Mhm.
Wilhelm boy on the right, I think the youngest Wilhelm boy.
Tim Hole
It
says
is Wilhelm.
Joe Wilhelm on the right.
Gene Cornell.
Gene
I
Cornell.
don't know who that is on the left. Who's on the left?
Don't know. On the left.
Well, and
All the Wilhelms were Eagle Scouts, I think.
Richard
the
Bean
boy.
says Kevin Wilhelm on the right.
Could be. I think it's the youngest one.
Yeah, Joe was older. That must be the youngest.
I think he's the youngest.
This is probably from that gas station photo. I don't have a name on this one.
That's out of town, I think.
Yeah.
Well, we got Amos Albritton.
Amos on the right.
But who is
We
that?
know that guy, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks like it's in the
CIPS guy.
newspaper office.
Yeah. Could be the new CIPS head, or who did Amos work for? Ameren or CIPS? Was he CIPS?
Gas company.
Gas company. Silco? What was the name of it?
Silco,
What was the name
before
of
that was People's Gas, wasn't there, or something like that? I forget the original name.
Could have been the new head of it coming in. Well, I think that's
Oh, that's your classmate, Julie Little.
Julie Little, and
And that's
right,
Carol Helsman.
it's Carol Hausman,
Uh-huh.
and her, what's her maiden name again? Marcola. Yeah, Julie Little was my class. She's just a pretty.
God, she was
Pretty
a
girl.
pretty girl.
I saw her 2 years ago at a reunion. She looked just the same. Lived out in Meadowview, I think, didn't she?
I can't remember.
Huh? Lived across the street from my wife, Becky.
Who'd she date in high school?
Bruce Weatherford.
Huh?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Brucey?
Well, I mean, for a while.
Well, he was older than her by a few years.
There you go.
Oh, boy, Brucey.
Well, Carol Hausman says the other girl is Doris Bragg.
Well, that's
No.
the right guy.
That's not Doris Bragg, I don't think. It looks like, hell, she may be
If it
right.
is, we want to stay with our comments on Julie Little being
Yeah, we like
sweet.
Julie Little is pretty girl.
Well, I figure if Carol's in the picture, then she probably knows.
So you're going to give her credit over Bill Nye, the historians of Tuscola?
I'll stay out of it. How's that?
Well, I don't want to get in a fight with her. Now, come on, we know these. That's the second couple in is Jim and Carol Hausman.
That's a long time ago. Look at Jim's hair.
Yeah.
He's got sideburns.
Yeah, well, he was an Elvis lookalike.
Oh, that's McCartney's next to them. Remember
That's Ron
McCartney.
And married a
Marion
Waring girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their daughter.
Ron McCartney says his mom and dad second, and then second couple from right, Jim and Carol Hausman next to them.
Yeah, we got both of them. The first one's familiar too. That guy's familiar.
McCartney's daughter played basketball for me.
The guy with the guitar back there is Conway Twitty.
It doesn't even look like Conway Twitty.
Well, he got old.
Well, he changed.
Yeah, we got on stage. He put on a rug, made his hair look good.
Next picture.
I'm reading the comments. Todd Becker said,
Who's
Todd
the first
Becker
couple?
said, I'm sorry, what, Mike?
Who's the first couple? That guy's, we know that guy.
Todd Becker says it's Rita and Harry Bright on the left.
From Arcola.
Yeah, very good. How about the fourth couple all the way to the right?
I think that's all the names I have. There are a lot of comments on that picture, but not everybody's names.
We never got to go to the dance. We were studying.
Well, that looks like Julie Little.
That's Ronnie. That's Ron Passon.
Ron Passon. We've shot a lot of
Newman. Yeah.
We shot a lot of pool with Ron
Look
Passon.
at this.
Oh, that's Chuck Brewer.
Sitting in the chair is Chuck Brewer.
Sizing him up.
And right behind the couple is Donna Jolly.
Donna Jolly playing.
Music teacher for many years at Tuscola.
Married to Jerry. She's playing the back of the piano, as you can see.
Mike, that is Julie Little.
That sure looks like Julie Little.
Yeah, that's what Becky Barnes Hollisby says is Julie Little with Ronnie, and Todd Becker says yes. And
Ronnie
Passon used to run with a guy named Charlie Plotner. And from Newman to Tuscola.
Yeah, they shot a little pool. He was a cool dude, had a nice car.
Yeah.
Did he pass away recently?
No, I haven't seen him for a long time. He was living here in town. I always liked Ronnie.
Charlie, look at those sideburns.
Yeah,
They
boy.
just curl up on the cheekbone.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, on him, not her.
One Julie cute looking girl.
She was a good looking gal.
Yeah.
Scott Brewer says that's his dad on the.
Becky said, "Shut up on Julie Little."
Hey,
What's
Becky, you were cute too.
Scott Brewer says that's his dad on the left.
Yeah, that's Chuck.
And says that's his mom with eyes looking over Chuck's shoulders.
Well, you always had to look over Chuck's shoulders.
Yeah, Chuck was always looking at you.
So if Donna's at the back of the piano, she's playing the back of it, she's just plucking the strings, or she heading around to the front to play?
I don't know what she's doing, but what occasion is this, do you suppose?
Oh, that's
Well, somebody else asked that question. Let's see.
Eastern Star. Eastern Star.
Julie's dad was Harry.
Harry was big in that, wasn't he?
I don't know. I can't remember. I remember the restaurant.
It could also be the Moose or the Elks or
I'm
something.
still trying to figure out who she dated in high school.
Huh? That's what we said. That's featuring women. You want to get over here and get in this so you know what you're talking about? You'll get your butt over here. You Saturday night, Monday morning quarterback.
Becky, did we tell you Julie Little looks good?
I've got her picture in my bedroom. Look at how good looking she is. Becky told me to get it out. Well, that looks like a bedpan blown up with air or something on the table.
That's a
I think
funny
it's a
looking
heart balloon.
Oh yeah.
I see a heart back there on the wall.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah, you have a name on this?
This is a Valentine's Day ball for somebody.
Christine Junkins says that's Joan Junkins on the left.
Huh. That'd be Johnny Junkins' mother. I'll be darned.
Sweetheart ball. This was the sweetheart ball. About 64 or 5. Well, that's
I don't know.
looks like Billy Huber's. You got this gal here, or is that?
I don't have a name on it. Your audio is garbled again.
Back when they smoked.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
David?
Yes.
No, it's
Can you hear me?
the weather.
Yes, I can hear you.
It's the wind.
Okay, Bill, you got these.
We're going to have to zero in on this, I think.
Zero in on the king and queen back there. I think we recognize them. Zero in on the back top.
Would this be like DMOA or something?
Well, there you go.
Nope.
Okay. Luann always says, well, she tagged Susan Orsted. Marcy Shoemaker says Susie Oaks, bottom left. Mickey McGuire Suits says Jane Kappas and Kenny Ogden, Queen and King. Debbie Clay on top right, Gene Waters upper left.
That's who we had.
Andrea Huber says, and Susan Holland bottom right. Danny Matthews says Janet Gar next to Susan Holland.
That's who we had, Bill.
Yeah, I thought that.
Jane Kappas says Ann Stephen Leisner by Kim.
Your speaker was garbled, and we were telling who it was.
We had them all out, but you couldn't hear us.
Yeah.
Jane Kappas says Ann Stephen Leisner next to Ken.
What was this, prom? No, they're not dressed nice enough for prom.
That Ogden was in John Sermer's class, so that'll be 71.
I think it's 71.
Gail and Kyle Hoke says
down there in the bottom left.
Bottom left, yeah.
Gail and Kyle Hoke says James Miller behind Susie Oaks left.
No, it looks like Jane Miller.
And that's Gene Waters back there.
Right.
Okay, next.
A lot of comments on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we talked about it.
We had them all.
Yeah.
So. That looks like, what stage is that? Where are they at?
I don't know.
Is that the high school with the steps or something?
Looks like the high school. If you look at the bottom of the stage.
Yeah. But they must put some steps there or something, some bleachers.
Kevin Connor says Gene Waters. Marcy Shoemaker says Susan Orsted, far right.
This is their
Your audio is breaking up
we
again.
were married fighting in some wars. We were fighting the marital war. Did you miss that joke I told?
I did.
Bill and I were off to the war in 71. We were fighting the marital wars. We both were just married.
We were already married.
And I might add we were losing.
How old were you in 71, David?
In 1971, well, I was born in December of 64. So
there you go, 7.
6. Would have turned 7 in December, but
yeah.
I was 24 and Bill was 32. They held Bill back for 9 years. Give him a better chance to make the basketball team.
Yeah, that was it.
There's Dr. Richard Esquerdo on the
right. That's Mary Ring.
Mary Ring with Dr. and Mrs. Mercy Esquerdo.
Yeah. Nice picture, Mary.
Gentlemen, you have plug in your ear.
You arm hurt again? I'm going to operate. I said, I don't think so.
I went to see him one day. I said, I can't hear anything on my right ear. He put a big syringe thing in there and sucked out this plug, this wax plug about the size of a baseball bat. And he goes, gentlemen? I said, yes. He said, this bad. I went out, started my car up, and I thought the car exploded when I heard the engine come on. I hadn't been able to hear.
Yeah, that's a great picture.
Great picture. It's a great picture, Mary Ring. There you go.
There you go, Gene and Jane.
Gene Waters and Jane Kappas.
Yeah. Now, Jane's older sister, Bonnie, was a pretty gal, too.
Don't rub it in like I did.
Let's not.
Becky's list.
Don't say any more about Julie Little.
She was pretty. Okay. This is
a picture we had last week. This is
class reunion, upper class of 1951. Upper right is Dick Helm. Next to him, I think, is his dad ran the theater.
George Barber.
I guess a Barber.
Denny Barber.
Denny Barber, I'm guessing. I don't know.
This is Margaret Myers, Margaret Utterback. Second left, back, white outfit. And that's Margaret Wilhelm. First one sitting down at the table on the far left.
Class of 51, Tuscola High School. Great class. Top 10. There's Jim Weber on the right. Bruce Weatherford, right to left. Jim Weber.
That's
Bruce.
Is that Bruce?
That's
I don't
Brucey.
think it's Brucey. I don't think it is.
I'm going to say Bruce Weatherford. Third one. Not sure. Jim Rice. Fourth one is Jim Rice, and then Mr. Maloney.
Yeah. It looks like Jim Rice.
It is Jim Rice.
Well, there's several people. Several people have said that is Bruce Weatherford.
It might be. Brucey looks like his hair, but the picture, his face is kind of
This is like class of
smeared.
it's like classes. Well, I think Jim Weber graduated in 62. So this could be sometime in 61.
I think Weber graduated before that.
Well, I think my freshman year, he was a senior on the basketball team.
Really?
Yeah, with Cliff Klauser and Mark Bunning.
Did you see Cliff Klauser died?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So I can't figure out can you see right on the third one? I've got them all except the third one there.
Hang on, let me.
Like a Stabler.
Looks like a Stabler from here, but I'm not sure which one. Is that Larry?
On the third one,
Larry Stabler?
one in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got glasses. No.
Well, Larry Stabler would have been about class of 57 or something.
Yeah. Not sure who that one is.
Joanne Pugh Hamilton thinks Bill Irwin on the right.
No,
Jim Weber.
This is Jim Weber. That's Jim. You know, that is Brucey. Now I look at that.
Yeah. He had a flat top.
DA.
DA. He drove a Studebaker Hawk.
Still has one.
Yeah.
Maureen Deaver Purcell thinks it's Jim Rice next to Mr. Maloney.
It is.
We believe so.
Wound up in Hawaii. Gordon was in, his brother Gordon was in Bill's class, and his sister Kathy Rice was in my class. Great family, great kids. Their dad was sheriff.
That's the current high school. I would have thought Bruce was older than that to have graduated.
No, I think Bruce graduated about 61, 62.
So, because his daughter Lane is my age, but I know she had at least one older sister.
Oh, a lot of little girls running around in Brucey's family.
Yeah. And that's it.
We got about, what, 93%?
Oh, maybe 95 the way I think. You know, he missed a couple of them
Well,
because
garbled. We were jarbled and you missed it. We told some great jokes there when you got jarbled.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
David, that cigar's about gone. Well, we were on here a short time, and is that a Cohiba?
Yeah, it's a Cohiba red dot.
You're in heaven, aren't you?
Well, I got new cigars in today. I'm eager to go open the box.
You got enough humidors for 700 cigars?
Well, I may have to put some in a Ziploc bag.
I've always heard refrigerator. Just take the meat out and put them in, throw the meat out,
Well,
countertop.
the cigar experts say do not put your cigars in the refrigerator.
Did they say why?
Well, refrigerators are 40 degrees. Supposed to keep
Yeah, but the
cigars.
humidity's there.
Well, you're supposed to keep cigars at 70 degrees and 70% humidity.
Ours is 38. Here comes some guy playing golf. Look right through there.
That is Ferd McNutt. Just escaped from mental.
Now you've got to be kidding me.
He's trying to get in the last round before it gets 20 below zero.
All right.
Okay?
Well, apologize for the technical issues we had today with the garbled audio.
Well, my technical issue is Bill disappeared.
I'm blaming Mike's internet connection.
Well,
My back is that's stiff.
Bill got stiff in his back. David, we're old. You need to understand we're old.
Yeah. I know. You're pretty old.
We're not as old as Brucey Weatherford and those guys, but we're old. David, what are you gonna pull them out and give us a hint? What's next week? What, you got a year yet?
I haven't picked out next week's yet.
Well, pick out one that kind of gives us a challenge.
A challenge? So something from the 80s, maybe.
Well, something
That would be a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. Bill was principal of high school, but he probably won't know anybody.
All right.
David, good job.
We'll see you next week.
See you, David.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week on Remembering Tuscola.